What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Manchester United preview here on Anfield Agenda. Ruben Amorim's stuttering United side come to Anfield, where of course we hope that Arne Slot's men put them to the sword. I'm going to go through in this video and do what I always do, give you an update with regards to injuries ahead of the game, give you a recent head-to-head and of course United's form coming into this game, as well as going through and giving you my predicted 11 and my score prediction. So I'm not going to hang around, I'm going to get straight into it today, ladies and gentlemen, and as always we'd love to know your feedback in the comment section. If you enjoy the video, we'd love you to drop a like on that, and of course if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. So we did have a bit of an update from Arne Slot in his pre-Manchester United press conference, and he said that Ibrahima Konate and Connor Bradley are back training, but Joe Gomez looks like he's going to be a few weeks. No specific time given on that one, but I don't know whether we're going to see Bradley and Konate in the squad for the game on Sunday. Started training Friday. It doesn't give them many sessions, so I've erred on the side of caution with my team selection, but it is great then to know that these two boys are back in, and we've just got one player injured. Well, one injured and then Chiesa, which, let's be honest, we don't really know what's going on there. Is it a fitness thing? Is he going to be loaned out? We'll figure that out. But for now, let's have a little look at Manchester United's form coming to Anfield, and of course Liverpool-Manchester United's recent head-to-heads. We'll start off with the head-to-heads. As you can see, Premier League 24-25, Manchester United 0, Liverpool 3. Yes, was a great result earlier this season, and I wouldn't mind a mirror of that or even a few more goals. In the FA Cup in 23-24, a heartbreaking 4-3 loss at Old Trafford. And then in the Premier League, it was just utter frustration against United for the Reds last season. 2-2 at Old Trafford and a very frustrating 0-0 at Anfield, and hopefully we don't see a repeat of that this time around. With regards to United's own form, well, as you can see on the screen, it isn't great, is it? It's great for us as Liverpool fans, but it's not great if you're a United fan. They did have a victory at the Etihad against Manchester City by 2-1. Then they lost 4-3 to Spurs. They were also beaten then by Bournemouth 3-0 at Old Trafford. Wolves were the next team to knock United's confidence with a 2-0 victory at Molineux. And then United were beaten 2-0 at home by Newcastle in their most recent outing in the Premier League. So it is a very, very, very poor run of form for Ruben Amorim since coming into United. And I sincerely hope that we can add to that misery this weekend. So, you know what's up next now. We've done the injury update. We've done the head-to-head in form. Now we're going to go into the predicted 11. As we always do, we're going to start off with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. Now, I'm going to caveat this team selection before I get stuck into it. So I think we're going to err on the side of caution with Ibrahima Konate. I'd be very surprised after 6 weeks out and a couple of training sessions if he gets put straight back in. The fact that Joe Gomez is out for me means that this is what we will see in the centre-back positions. Obviously we'll see Alisson in goal with no problems there, but I think Kwanzaa alongside Van Dijk is the most likely right now. It would be risky to put in Ibrahima Konate, and you know, Kwanzaa was a lot more steady in his last game. At least that's what the Liverpool fan base tells me anyway. I'm still a little bit concerned by him, I can't lie, but this could be a great game for Jarrell to build back up his confidence and bully a couple of Manchester United attackers. So Virgil van Dijk and Jarrell Kwanzaa are going to be the centre backs in my opinion. Now we move into the full-back positions, where I don't think we're going to see too many surprises here. Andy Robertson will come back in at left back for me, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Despite all the, I guess, furore around the Trent contract situation, his performances have been very good, so no complaints there. Robbo, you would hope that after a week's rest in between our last game and now, Robbo should be good to go. So for me, back five of Alisson in goal, Andy Robertson at left back, Trent at right back, and a centre back pairing of our captain Virgil van Dijk and Jarrell Kwanzaa. Into midfield though, I might surprise you a little bit here, you know. Now don't be worried, I'm not going absolutely crazy, but I have done something that I didn't think I would do. I'll explain it now in a second. So my midfield for this game, ladies and gentlemen, is Ryan Gravenberch, it is Alexis McAllister and Curtis Jones. I just think it would be really unfair to drop Curtis or to rotate Curtis out after a phenomenal performance, in my opinion, in the last game. He was all over the pitch in a good way. And I think coming into this game, it being more of not a derby, but a local game between United and Liverpool, I think Jones would have the mentality for it. And I don't have anything to knock Dominic Szoboszlai about, but genuinely, I'm surprising myself here, but I feel like Curtis Jones could be the best fit for this one. So my midfield will be Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Curtis Jones. I'd love to find a way to get Harvey Elliott into the team, but I think that would just be me being, well, optimistic rather than realistic, and I think that midfield could be close to what we see. Maybe you guys think it should be Dominic Szoboszlai. If you do, of course, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Now though, I had a big decision to make at the business end of the pitch because we're kind of spoiled at this moment in time with at least 4 out of the 6 attackers. Federico Chiesa, we don't know what's going on there. Hell, I don't even know if I'm to expect him in the matchday squad or not at this point. And then Darwin Núñez, well, let's be honest, he's falling on the pecking order at the minute. So for me, neither of them came into starting contention. And then it had to be 3 from the 4 that were available. So let's start off with the 2 wide positions. As you can see, right hand side, I've gone for the great man, Mohamed Salah. On the left hand side, Cody Gakpo. This probably gives you a fair indication of where I'm going here with the central striker. But both these gents more than deserving of their start. We know Mohamed Salah is in an absolutely incredible vein of form. Loves a goal against United as well. We may even see the 6-pack, so keep your eye out for that one. We do have to beware as well, though we are walking a bit of a tightrope. So if anybody from a Liverpool perspective that's close to a suspension picks up a yellow, well, because we haven't played 19 games yet, I think they could be suspended for the next one, so keep an eye out for that one. And it would probably be the League Cup semi-final first leg, actually. So, Salah on the right-hand side, Cody Gakpo on the left. But who have I gone through the centre? Have I gone Diaz? Have I gone Jota? It was a difficult decision, but ultimately, I went for Luis Diaz because, again, the last game, he was incredible. Now, I know Diogo came off the bench and scored a very good goal with a great assist from Mo, but you can't change that front 3 for me. They've just been so good, firing on all cylinders, and it would be a crime for me to leave any one of them out. So Diogo would be a great substitute and a great option to have him bring off the bench. But my front 3 for this one is Cody Gakpo on the left, Mohamed Salah on the right, and Luis Diaz through the centre. So all that remains now is, of course, the score prediction, and I tried to be as realistic as I can with this one. It's easy to get carried away, to start looking at 5, 6s and 7s, but I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult than that. I still think we'll win the game and win it rather convincingly, but I don't want to have history repeat itself and get overly confident here and end up with a frustrating game. So I think United are going to come, try to shut up shop. If they come and have a go at us, we'll rip them apart. But I hope whatever version of United turns up, they just aren't good enough. So for me, score prediction, I ended up with this one. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 0, an absolute mirror of the first game of the season. It could be more, it could be closer, but that is my best guess at it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of this Anfield Agenda preview ahead of the game against Manchester United. We will be live, as you can see on the screen, from 3:15 for the watch along. We'll have our match reaction, player ratings and everything else you would expect on a match day, even a late night agenda stream on Sunday night if all goes to plan. We will see you then. So, keep an eye out for another video dropping today as well. I've been speaking with our friends from All Red. That's going to be up on the channel. You'll be watching this on Saturday, my day off. So I will see you back tomorrow for the game. And thanks for tuning in. Much love. Bye-bye.